There's no better feeling than just staying in bed all day and bumming out. Grab some snacks, watch a movie, and play some video games. That's an ideal day for me. And it's days like that that make me believe handheld gaming is better than console gaming. That may be a bit of a hot take, I don't know, but hear me out on this one. For as much hate as gaming laptop owners get, I understand their reasoning when they say at least it's portable. Sometimes I just don't feel like getting out of bed. Sometimes I want to enjoy the nice weather outside, but I also want to play Mario Kart. Sometimes the story is really good and I need to drop a dookie, but I can't pull myself away from the game I'm playing, so I play while I'm sitting on the toilet. You can't do any of those things with a home console. I played most of Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and the entire Xenoblade franchise while laying in bed. I like to get comfy, what can I say? I spend so much time sitting in front of my TV when using my Xbox and PlayStation, so a change of environment is nice, even if that change is just moving to the room next door. Most of the time I've spent playing on my Switch was spent playing in handheld mode, but the benefits of a handheld console extend way beyond simply being lazy. Sometimes, it's actually the opposite. If you're really busy, you probably aren't able to stay at home and play games very often. What then? Reggie explains this perfectly.
My opportunity is coming with Smash on 3DS, because now I'm going to play it on the go. I'm going to be able to come back up next time and kick your ass.
If you're someone that travels a lot, handheld gaming may be your only real option. The rise of the Steam Deck is a perfect example of just how powerful convenience can be. People that already have expensive and powerful gaming PCs are shelling out their hard-earned cash for handheld gaming PCs. They're choosing convenience and portability over raw specs, and I completely understand why. Handheld consoles also beat home consoles in a huge category: customization. Most special edition home consoles simply come with the game bundled and nothing else. My Horizon Forbidden West PS5 was just a regular PS5 with a download code included. That's it. Even if you get a special controller, the main console is plain Jane. There's not much customization you can really do with a home console either. The most customizable home console I've seen in recent years is the PS5. But even then, the special faceplates have their limits, since they're different between the PS5, PS5 Slim, and PS5 Pro. Handheld consoles don't have that level of confusion or that level of limitations. Buying a special edition controller is much cheaper than buying a special edition handheld console, sure, but the depth of customization is much greater for a handheld than a home console. Although I myself am not someone that really customizes my consoles, I know plenty of people do. I've seen people deck out their Steam Decks and Nintendo Switches, and they look great. The entire thing will be covered with skins and stickers, and they look gorgeous. Even if you stick solely with first-party offerings, handheld consoles have had way better special editions than home consoles. I swear, the reason Nintendo sold so many 3DSs is because of all the special editions they released. People kept double dipping, and I can't blame them. There were so many special editions. More often than not, special edition handhelds will actually have designs on them rather than being a regular console with a download code in the box. And even if home consoles were as customizable as handhelds, I don't think it would be the same. A home console is usually shared with everybody else in the house, but a handheld console is yours. Only one person can play on a handheld console at a time, so they're typically only owned by one person. Think about it like this. People love to customize their phone cases, not so much their microwave. That logic applies to gaming as well. You can deck out your handheld console as much as you want, show your true colors, nobody's gonna stop you. Customizing your handheld device is a great reflection of who you are. If I wanted to put an awesome Nier Automata design on my Xbox though, my brother would make fun of me and call me a weeb. That customization can go far beyond the physical console. While console modding in general is popular, I feel that it works best on handheld devices. The Steam Deck has become a massive hit with the emulation community. I've seen plenty of people set up their Steam Decks to be an emulation powerhouse that runs classic games Steam doesn't offer. The 3DS is incredibly easy to mod too.
FBI, open up!
And almost every time I talk about the 3DS online, there's always that one guy going, "You should mod your 3DS. It's super easy. Why haven't you modded your 3DS?" I swear, dude, I can't escape it. Although home consoles are more than capable of running the emulators, it just won't hit the same. If I mod my Xbox to play the Wind Waker, is it really that much different than just playing it on my GameCube? If I mod a Steam Deck to play the Wind Waker though, now I'm playing it in a whole new way. It's like when the Switch was released and people were excited to try out all the older third-party games being added to it. We've all played those games before, sure, but the fact that we're playing it in a whole new way makes the games feel so fresh. The benefits also extend beyond retro games. Are the games themselves better on handheld consoles? Home consoles have always been more powerful since they don't have to worry about including the cost of a battery, screen, speaker, and whatnot. The money saved means that manufacturers can spend more money on more powerful hardware for the same price. I think some studios get a little too used to that increase in power though. Nintendo has proven time and time again that when given constraints, it can actually lead to more creativity, not less. They find a creative way to turn that weakness into a strength. Nintendo gave the DS a touchscreen to compete against the PS2 and the PSP. Nintendo gave the 3DS glassesless 3D to compete with Sony and Microsoft. Handheld gaming opens up more opportunities for companies to experiment with hardware and make something innovative. Those added hardware capabilities lead to fresh games that think outside of the box. The DS introduced touchscreen gaming and games like Brain Age long before mobile games exploded in popularity. Face Raiders introduced plenty of us to AR gaming before the explosion of games like Pokemon Go. Pictochat was a blast back in the day, and Streetpass is a genius idea that nobody has properly replaced to this day. While Sony and Microsoft, and plenty of third-party studios as well, are content releasing massive yet boring games, Nintendo releases smaller games that rely more on creative twists than sheer content. I'd rather play a short game that's more fun than a longer game that's more bloated. Games are smaller on handhelds because they can't hold as much space, but it's also because they respect my time. Handheld consoles are for people that are on the go, so of course they don't have as much time to sink into games as they would if they were sitting in their living room. Nintendo wasn't trying to eat up my life when they made Tomodachi Life. It's a short game that doesn't have a lot of content, but what little content it has is some of the best I've ever seen in a video game. The game was short and sweet, which is something I think we need more of in video games nowadays. Many other handheld games are the same way. They are short, sweet, respect my time, and incredibly fun. Multiplayer games especially thrive on handheld consoles because of their portability. The fact that you can take them anywhere practically incentivizes playing multiplayer games. It's no wonder that they make up the best-selling games on consoles like the 3DS and the Nintendo Switch. My friends and I could not haul our Wiis to the bus stop to play Mario Kart, but we could bring our 3DSs. Not only that, but features like download play and local multiplayer make the process seamless. And since handheld consoles can only be played by one person, it completely eliminates screen cheating. Although it's still loads of fun to play Mario Kart on the big screen, I can't deny how much fun it was playing Mario Kart 7 with my friends back in the day. Overall, I still love home consoles, don't get me wrong. They have their own strengths, just as handheld consoles do. But handheld gaming will always come out on top in my book. Who knows, maybe it's just the nostalgia talking, I don't know. I used to play DS and 3DS games all the time back in the day, but I think that the recent explosion in popularity for the Steam Deck and other handheld gaming PCs tells a different story. Handheld gaming has plenty of strengths that make it not just an afterthought, but a worthy competitor to home consoles. With rumors of Sony and Microsoft making their own handheld gaming consoles, it seems as though things are just starting to heat up, and I cannot wait to see where they take us.